what a start for Detroit sports, specifically the Pistons and the Red Wings. The Pistons have been great this year. They have the number one overall record in the East. The Red Wings are number one in the Atlantic with 25 points through 20 games. This has just been a really, really good start for Detroit sports, especially for really the way the Pistons started out this season. The Pistons just have been dominating so far. They've been winning close games. They're 13-2 on the year. Cade Cunningham has been great whenever he's played. He's played 12 games, which means he's missed 3 games so far. But even in the games that he has missed, the Pistons seem to found their point guard number 2 in Dennis Jenkins. He's been great this year. He's been absolutely lights out for this Pistons team. I know he's only averaging 11.8 points per game, but just look at what he's doing the last 5 games. 14 points, 26 points, 19 points, 18 points, 24 points. One of those games had 12 assists. Last game he had 7 assists, 8 assists, 8 assists. Against Washington, his first game recently, he's only had 3 assists, but they're really truly finding a point guard number 2, which is a guy that is on a 2-way contract. This guy absolutely deserves an NBA contract. He's truly been the big difference maker of this team, besides obviously a Cade Cunningham. You also have Jaden Duren as well. He's been great this year. He's just been absolutely not only dominating when it comes to points, but he's been dominating on the rebounds. He's kind of becoming that pick and roll type big that truly a lot of people thought he was going to be. He's a guy that Cade Cunningham has been able to find consistently. He's a guy that has missed a couple of games. He's played 13 games so far, but he averages 20 points a game, almost 12 rebounds a game. Tobias Harris hasn't been able to play very many games, only 6 points. Asir Thompson's playing decently well. Duncan Robinson is making shots when he needs to. Isaiah Stewart has missed a few games, and this winning streak that the Pistons have been on, they've missed some really important key players in at least one of them. Cade Cunningham hasn't played in all these games. Beef Stew hasn't been able to play in every single one of these games. Jalen Duren hasn't been able to play in every single one of these. Tobias Harris hasn't been able to play very much this year. But even when these guys haven't been able to play, there's been other guys that have stepped up. And I've already mentioned one guy, but there's been very few guys that have played all 15 games. You have Ron Holland playing all 15 games. You also have Duncan Robinson playing all 15 games. Those are the only 2 guys that hasn't missed a single game this year, but they're 13-2 right now, and that's because I feel like this team is very well connected. This team absolutely plays for each other. This team defensively is fantastic. This is a great defensive team, and is this the best shooting team in the NBA? No, absolutely not. I don't think they are. But when you have a type of defense that causes the other teams to make mistakes, when you have an offense that can get you just enough, this is going to be a Pistons team that's going to probably win quite a few games. This is going to be a Pistons team that is going to be one that's going to cause teams issues down the road. And this is going to be a Pistons team that I think is going to continue to perform extremely well and continue to have guys really help them out. And this isn't without even Malik Beasley. Malik Beasley has been kind of hinting at a possible comeback. I don't think he necessarily will. I don't see him end up coming back overall, which I think is going to eventually maybe catch up shooting-wise for the Pistons. But when the Pistons are just this good defensively, it's really, really hard to think of any other way. And there's a reason why they're 13-2 right now. It's because of the way they play. It's because of the connectiveness, because of these guys. This is really good basketball right now. And it's a really fun basketball team. It's a basketball team that has obviously the city behind it. It's a basketball team that is 13-2 for a reason. They're really, really good. They're really, really fun. They're really talented. And in my opinion, they have a guy that's one of the best top 10 players in the NBA right now, and that's Cade Cunningham, who is basically averaging a double-double. He's a guy that's averaged double-doubles basically all year. He's a guy that will get you a couple triple-doubles as well. He's a guy that can truly do it all and even does a pretty decent job of protecting the basketball as well, even though he averages a little over 3 turnovers. He's going to be a guy that's going to give you a ton. He's going to be a guy that's going to be able to find open guys, and he's going to be a guy that's going to be able to run this offense, and he's just continuing to get better every single year. And I feel like that's the most impressive thing is we saw what Cade Cunningham did last year. I think he's even better this year, and I think with Jalen Duren as well, that 1-2 combo is going to be really, really dangerous in the NBA for a really, really long time. And you have other guys that have been able to help out, able to truly step up when they need to, and if they continue to do that, I think they'll continue to win quite a few games this year. And yeah, really, really great start to the Pistons. You obviously have to be really, really excited about what you're seeing from the Pistons so far. Last thing I really want to talk about is the other team that has started out pretty well overall, and that's the Red Wings. The Red Wings are the first team in the Atlantic with 25 points through 20 games. They're 12-7-1 on the year. You have Dylan Larkin having his 600th point as a Red Wing last game against the Seattle Kraken. Earlier this week, they did have a game that they absolutely should have won, but they ended up losing in overtime. But this is a Red Wings team that's playing very, very well right now. You have a guy in Dylan Larkin that has stayed, knock on wood, pretty healthy overall. You have Lucas Raymond that is playing elite right now. You have Alex DeBrincat that's playing very, very well. That really front line is just causing teams a ton of issues, and that's been really the line that a lot of teams have been struggling with and really going to be kind of the head of the Red Wings offense. You also have a guy as well that really truly made his, not debut, but his first ever goal in Nate Danielson. You have to love seeing that. He had a goal earlier that was called back, should have had 2 in the last game, but he's going to be a guy that's obviously going to be really important for this team, probably more towards the long-term wise. I think he's going to be a guy that's going to contribute to the Red Wings this year overall. You do have to get Marco Kasper a little bit more involved. Patrick Kane is playing as well. I think goalie-wise, the goalies are playing okay. I don't think they're playing great. I don't think they're playing poorly either. I think this Red Wings team has done exactly what they want to do. Now, they're in an Atlantic division that is extremely tight. Right now, they're going to have to continue to win. It's going to be very competitive. You have the Boston Bruins. You have the Montreal Canadiens, you have the Lightning, you have the Senators, you have the Panthers, you have the Maple Leafs. Even the Sabres has been, not awful this year, but, they're still not great. And this was a Sabres team that you basically lost to in overtime. So, unfortunately, that's the way how it works. But, yeah, I'm really, really happy for how the Red Wings are playing. I'm really happy for how the Pistons are playing. Every single time it seems like the Red Wings are taking a little bit of a step back. You have a really passionate Todd McClellan speech after a game, and it really seems like that really gets the team going again. Obviously, there's still a long season left to go. I believe it's like a 4th done, so they still have a little while to go, but they're doing a pretty good job so far, and this is just kind of the eyes are playing. A lot of people thought what's going to happen. You're seeing a lot of these young guys continue to step up, continue to play. Obviously, they're going to make mistakes. Obviously, they're going to be nights where they're not going to be very good. Even Mo Sider a couple of nights ago wasn't very good, especially against the Sabres. But this is going to be a team that's going to go through growing pains. This is going to be a team that's continuing to get younger, and this is going to be a team that I think is going to be there in the wild card, hopefully, in the next couple of months. But it's still early on. They're at a really good spot. They're exactly where they need to be. They need to continue to win. They need to win in regulation. They need to continue to play well, continue to stay healthy overall. But if they do that, I think this is going to be a Red Wings team that will continue to stick around and maybe not win the Atlantic Division, maybe not be in the top 3 by a team that should be competing for the wild card. I think they're playing that way. And even if they get better performances from the goalie, from John Gibson, I think that will definitely really help them out overall. I truly hope that they get a little bit better of goaltending play, because I think if they do, I don't necessarily think defensively they're fantastic, but they haven't been that awful. There's been some goals allowed by Talbot and Gibson that hasn't been great, but when they're on, they're on. And this is a team that has enough scoring right now. This is a team that has a power play that's really, really good. This is a team that if you get hot, we've seen the Red Wings continue to stay hot, and they have a 2-game win streak right now. Hopefully they can kind of keep that up. Hopefully the Pistons can keep up their win streak as well. Obviously there's going to be a time that's going to snap. But overall, this is exactly where you want Detroit sports to be. This is what the fans thought they were going to get. Hopefully they continue it maybe not exactly what Pistons wise, 13-2, but I think Red Wings wise, I think fans are pretty happy, and I think overall this is where the Red Wings and Pistons want to be. So yeah, if you enjoy this content, I'll obviously talk a little bit more about Red Wings Pistons coming up here shortly, obviously with football season coming to an end here shortly as well, at least for the college football. So if you like this kind of content, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, comment, all that kind of stuff. There'll be more of this content coming out from me, maybe a couple other individuals as well. But really excited to see how the Red Wings and Pistons continue this season. But good start, and hopefully they can continue that going forward.